Hey guys, welcome to Virtual Acceleration. My name is Elisha, and today we'll be doing Blender bytes. This is my first one, and what I want to do is just take little portions of Blender, make it, bite size, and today I'll be focusing on the mirror modifier. Now, this is obviously a lot of you guys, I'm expecting a lot of you guys to already know this, so if you already do, there's no reason to chime in unless you want to see a little bit more. Now, the mirror modifier is within the modifier stack right here, and you can just choose mirror. And what we see are the default settings. Now, what I'm going to do is just go into edit mode and pull these apart along the x-axis. Now, every single time that it does this, and whenever mirror modifier is being used, it uses the origin of the object being chosen, which is that little orange dot in there. Now, if I were to move the object within object mode, it moves that origin, and then it splits along there. So it's not always along the x or y axis. Now, there we go. Now, what I'm going to be doing is very, very common. I'm just going to Control R. Going to do an edge loop right here. Right click to make it centered. I'm going to delete half of the cube. I'm just going to select the face here. And now we see that if I grab this side and pull it, it mirrors it along the x-axis. Now this is really, really good for anything with symmetry. And obviously there's a lot of things with symmetry. This really is a nice shortcut for those who are brand new to Blender and those who are even experienced in it. We all use mirror modifier one time or another. And that's why I chose it for my first one. What I'm going to be doing today is just making a little robot dude from this. So might as well just get to it. Now, we'll see that the main settings here is axis, which means that we can choose what axis it mirrors across. You can have it go across multiple times. So if I were to cut it along here and delete this part, I can then choose Y, and now it is copying along multiple axes. But for right now, we're just going to keep it pretty plain Jane. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is use an extrude, E, right click, scale down, and we're just going to create little shoulder bumps out here. Right click after extruding. And you see that it really cuts the time off of how long it takes to model certain things. And once again, I'm not trying to just baby the people who are experienced. This is for those who are brand new to Blender. Just going to create a little elbow piece. I know it's not proportional. Doesn't need to be. There we go. Now, right here is when I'll have to bring up one part of the mirror modifier that is, a lot of people would notice if all of a sudden it was gone. Now, if I were to scale this, it actually is not joined together along the middle, but we can make it do that by choosing clipping. And we even get to set the merge limit of where they merge at. They'll merge vertices together as long as this is checked. And so now if we scale this, it scales along here, and it now has merged these corner vertices together. Now what this is good for is when we're creating a body here, because we can extrude out, scale in, extrude out, make it a little bit bigger, make hips. And then if we uncheck clipping here, we can extrude out and create legs really, really, really easily. Turning it back on for the neck. There we go. Now we have a little robo dude. Now one of the things that I like to do, and this is just a little tidbit on top of this, is that after I've created a little dude like this, one second, let me make it big on the top there. Give him some weird dimensions just so it shows up a little bit better for what I'm going to do next. Yay. And we'll see that all of the vertices are where they're supposed to be. It's merged, everything's good. Now what I'm going to do is add in a remesh. And when I go into object mode, you'll see that it did this. Now what I'm going to set it to is blocks, and then I'm going to set the octree depth higher and higher. So now we have what looks like a little Lego dude. It's a neat little way to make really simple characters look kind of awesome. See, there we go. If we even made eyes up in here, it'd start doing that to the eyes as well. Don't want to set the octrees too high simply due to it jamming up. But I hope you guys, the newer ones of you, at least learned a little bit something about this. I don't know, I'm too nervous. Now, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to keep seeing little tidbits like this, especially if you guys are new. And I'd like to thank you very much for your time. Peace.